3.
Hola.
Hola.
Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Buenas noches.
We're gonna hopefully finish this video before it starts raining.
Yeah, it's starting to look.
Silas, what do you have in your hand?
Lychee!
Lychee. We found them at the grocery store.
grocery store.
That's mine! Like, gases!
They're fun, but they're not delicious.
Do you guys want to say see you
At least the
later?
ones we got. Okay.
Girl, you want to say see you later?
Papa, see you later!
Okay.
Alright.
I still like amigos.
I still like amigos.
It's raining. There's a cat.
Alright, thanks bud.
Red dog cat.
Alright, so
Lychee!
we wanted to give everyone a quick update on what the last several months have looked like. It's been a wild several months, including a very busy summer.
Yes.
And update you on ministry stuff, and then Katie will do family stuff. So, June, July, and August are kind of team season. So we host a lot of different short-term teams over the summer months. And for Katie and I, that was most of our job while we were living in Haiti. So we kind of knew what to expect when it came to hosting teams, but it was also really cool just to see how Organized Go manages and hosts teams. But we were excited about it because we knew it was going to be a part of our ministry down here on the island. And so I hosted, facilitated 7 different teams. And I think part of what we were adjusting to this first summer was how much are Katie and the boys going to be involved in the team piece. And so Silas joined me a couple times. Silas and Kerwell joined me a couple times. Katie and the boys joined a couple times. We got to do meals.
Yeah. And each time at the end, we got to be with the family the last day, like beach day together with each team. So we would, at least that was the day.
Visit with the teams, yeah.
Their decompress day.
And we learned a couple things. We learned that the boys absolutely love being around teams.
Yep.
And so I think we're better equipped after getting through this first summer to kind of know what to expect. But for me, it was really beneficial because I knew of a lot of our pastors in these communities, but when I was with teams, I was able to be out there with these pastors, get to know the community at a different level than just visiting the community for a couple hours. But we were out there for all of the afternoon or most of the day, and so it was beneficial to see the ministry in action as we did different types of projects. And what I love about Go is that all the projects are designed to reach out into the communities and do missional activities to build relationships with maybe a family that the pastor doesn't know.
That's how you get the project. So you talk about what they need versus you coming in and saying, you need, what do you need? Yeah.
Exactly. And so the pastors and our leaders of our networks of pastors will say, hey, we need this type of project, and here's the goal of the project. And so everything's led by local leaders, and the teams come in. But one of the things that Go talks about is mutual transformation, which is what we get to see. And so not only were these teams able to make a difference in the communities they were with, but one of the things that we really enjoy is spending time with teams when they're down here, and they're very open and very vulnerable and transparent and just open to see what the Lord has for them. And so we get to have really deep conversations in a short amount of time. One of the things that I've shared with some other people is that the growth that we see within that team and the vulnerability within that team over 6 or 7 days is what Katie and I saw over maybe a year with some of the small groups that we had led in the past. And so
expedited.
Yeah, microwaved growth within the team, and then their connection with the Lord and just what the Lord has for them. And so that was the majority of the summer. And then as summer wrapped up, I got to dive back into day-to-day church planning stuff. And one of my responsibilities is supporting our team with the financial side of things. And so I jumped into budget season, which I really like, because as we look at the budget, it ensures that we're setting up a budget that aligns with our strategy. And so as we talk about where we think we're going to spend the money, we're forced to have deeper conversations about where we feel like the Lord is leading the team. And so excited to walk our guys through that. Not all of our team has been through kind of strategic planning as it relates to a budget before, and so yeah, we're excited to jump into that. So it's kind of a brief update on ministry stuff, and Katie can jump in on
the home life,
family stuff.
So people often ask me the question, how's homeschooling and how are you doing with the boys? Everybody wants insight on that. And it depends on the day. I mean, it's such a loaded question. I just told a girlfriend of mine this, that when people ask me like, how's homeschooling going? Like my brain is just like, there's so many areas that I could answer. Like, well, some days we don't have power, so the day doesn't always look the same. Or, you know, some days, or water, or, you know, we roll with the punches. But overall, generally speaking, homeschool has been such a gift in the midst of DR mission life. Number one, the flexibility of it, and just the ability to, you know, roll with the days, you know, as visiting and traveling, and his schedule's different, and so that's been a huge gift. And then seeing the boys actually respond well with homeschooling has been amazing to me. And I was never, someone asked me this summer if I was always passionate about homeschooling, and I will tell you that I was not. But I always thought, you know, people love it, and some people are, you know, if the Lord called me to it, he would have to make it very clear that like, hey, I'm supposed to do this with the boys, and he made it pretty clear, and it has been such a gift to have this time with them. It doesn't mean it's not hard. Absolutely it is hard. It's been a big transition, and we have hard days and we have awesome days, and we have both the same day, hard and awesome. And so it just depends, but it has been a huge gift. And so I have friends who absolutely love and have always wanted to homeschool. And then I have other friends who, you know, are like, you know, their kids are in public school, and I'm somewhere in between. I'm like, you got to figure out what your kid needs. And so, like, our life with homeschool is going well, generally speaking, like overall picture. And it's been a gift. So I wanted to speak into that. That's a big question that everyone wants to know. How is it going with homeschooling? But it has been a huge gift as far as our family and like life goes.
Yeah. Over the summer we had Silas's birthday in June, which was a lot of fun.
Yep.
He had his birthday one weekend, and then the next weekend, two of his friends from the homeschool group.
That's what I was going to plug. We have a group here that I'm a part of. That's homeschool moms in Santiago, in the DR, but really localizing to Santiago, and it's a mix of women. It's not just all missionaries. They're not all Dominican. Some Dominican, some different nationalities. There we go. Some, you know, believers, non-believers. It's just it's a cool group of women that we've gotten plugged into. We do park days and stuff like that. So that's a big chunk of our life, and then I'm trying to figure out what it looks like to be more involved with Go specifically, as we've kind of rounded out the almost first year of homeschooling and of life here. So, you know, what does it look like for me to get more involved? So we're praying about that. And a women's Bible study is for sure something that I'm missing, and I'm craving, and I feel like the Lord's pushing me, like nudging me, tapping me on the shoulder. And so I'm trying to pray for timing with that, and what that looks like with our Go family, women, and maybe some of the homeschool ladies. I don't know. But we're just we're rolling with that.
Katie's birthday was in July too, and just one connection to the teams. I had a team over her birthday, and her birthday's on July 4th, and so she was kind of bummed because it was like, it's not going to be like it is in Indiana. There's not going to be the fireworks, not going to have the celebration. And I shared that with a team, the team that I was with, and they just said, hey, how can we make it special?
Yeah, it was one of the best days.
Their worship leader was on the team, and I said, hey, Katie loves spending time just praising the Lord. And so they did like an hour and a half worship night.
And on
it was
the roof of
so
one
powerful.
of the buildings out at the LDC, which is the big campus here.
And really encouraging.
So
and
encouraging.
They
so
prayed
powerful,
for us
over
at the end, and so it's just cool to see how teams are down here and they really do want to serve. And we've been blessed to have that from them.
Some good people to meet, to run into some good people.
And then at the end of August, my mom and dad came down and visited. So first time we hosted family down here, which was an
really
adventure.
Cool. It was good.
Yeah. Yep. We had a busy schedule and we did
some
a lot of
different
things,
places.
but it was just fun to show them like
Yeah,
what life
life
looks like down here.
And that they wanted to come was really a gift, that they wanted to peep into our world, and
Yeah.
it was a gift to spend that time with them. It was, so that was good.
And so the end of this year looks like more homeschooling and more time with the homeschool group, and I'm gonna wrap up budget season, and then we look into next year. We have some new members on our team, and so I'm just excited to see what the Lord does with our church planning team next year, and go in general, and see where the Lord leads our family, and how He puts people in our life that we can love and encourage, and we're just thankful for the Go team down here. We've gotten to know them at a deeper level, and
going deeper with relationships, and keep learning Spanish.
Keep learning Spanish.
Estoy aprendiendo español.
It's been encouraging
it has
because
been-
we can understand more.
Yes,
so entiendo más que
Entiendo
hablar.
más que más palabras. Sí, más palabras. Tengo más palabras.
Ahora tengo más palabras.
So, anyways,
Paso a paso.
but as you learn anything, you learn there's so much more that you don't know. So, but when we think about what how far we have come with it, we are very thankful for that. And then speaking a lot of Creole too.
Yeah.
A lot of Creole. So
we've been
doesn't really
blessed.
help learning Spanish when we know Creole, because a lot of times we'll just speak Creole.
We've been blessed to get to know a Haitian family down here, which has been fun to get to know them, and like Katie said, use our Creole. So occasionally we're in situations where we can't speak Spanish, but we're around someone who speaks Creole, so we speak Creole to them, and then they interpret it into Spanish, which is so fun and wild.
Yeah,
but,
which is pretty wild. Yeah, that is super wild.
Anyway, we just want to say
what else?
we
Anything
love
else?
you
Yeah,
guys.
that's it. Yeah.
Thank you for everything.
Yes, we want to pop on here and say sorry for the late
and long,
way late
long update maybe.
And long update, but
we're gonna try to do these shorter. I know we keep saying that, but we're
but
gonna try to do these shorter and more often. So
year one almost done, and still got
coming
some
up.
things under our belts. So praise God.
We love you guys.
Thank you for your prayers. Keep praying. He is answering, and it's wild to think that it's almost been a year since our world flipped upside down and we stepped foot on this.
And we're gonna visit Indiana in December.
Yes, December is the next time.
Hopefully we'll get one more update before we visit in December, so that'll be a repeat. But. All right, love you guys.
Okay. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.